Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bell Lost Souls Tabletop News with
Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Evan,
Yeah.
you know I like pub trivia.
I do know that of you.
Yeah. This game
Yes.
looks a lot like that. What is this game?
This is Geek Battle. It's
Okay.
basically a geek version of Trivial Pursuit.
Okay.
There are 4 themes. There's geek life, comics and video games, sci-fi and fantasy, and science and technology.
Okay.
And all the questions are based off of those, and that's about it. It's a nice small box with some cards.
Yeah.
And
Is it got a board or?
it's got a board.
Okay.
You're gonna go down that board, a little tracker.
Okay.
And it has little, pieces for each player.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Like I said, I like stupid trivia games.
We'll see how much we know.
Let's see how much we know. Let's take a look inside Geek Battle. All right, folks, we have Geek Battle,
Yes.
the game of extreme geekdom.
Are you nervous? I'm nervous to. I don't want people to know whether or not I know these answers.
Right. I know where you're going with that.
Yeah,
I feel
okay.
the same way. So.
But here's the back of the box. Here's everything that comes in the box. A couple example questions, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
This box is pretty interesting, actually. It doesn't
Yeah.
open like a normal box.
It's just kind of. It's not magnetic, but it somehow
it
stays closed.
Stays closed. Pretty well.
So here are the instructions for the
Yeah.
game right off the bat. It is just a trivia game, like a lot like Trivial Pursuit if you're familiar with that. So it's not. There's not a lot to it.
Yep. Here you go. Objective.
Yeah.
Be the first team to reach the inner sanctum of geekdom.
Which we'll
and
show you.
win
This is the
a
board right
geek
here.
battle.
Yeah, we'll show you that in a second.
Yeah. Setup's pretty easy. We
Yeah.
don't need to go through all this, but you're basically moving around the board with a D6.
Yeah.
And then you have to answer the questions to advance.
Just like Trivial Pursuit.
Pretty simple. Here's the board.
But this is a geek version. So here is the board. It's not too big. It is literally 4 times the size of this box. You start here and you go and you,
just
like
try
you
to
said
get around
earlier,
the
you're
middle.
rolling it, and then whenever you land on one, you draw a card of that
and
style.
if you're curious what those are, there's a key
Got them right
there.
here. Multiple types, but then there's also a wormhole. Some people will get that. But also there's a geek battle, which we'll go into later.
Sweet.
These are over here going in. We have little standees. There are 4 in total. Now this game is for 3 or more players, so the minimum you can have is 3 players.
The minimum you want to play with is 3.
Yeah, but you can have teams. So if you have let's say 6 players total, you can have teams of 2.
Or two teams of 3.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you want to, but it's just. Yeah, you can have as many.
Very
you can-
customizable.
You can have as many players as you want.
Yeah.
I think it'll get unwieldy at a certain point, but it's 3 teams of
So-
X players.
Going into the box, very well organized. I like that.
Yeah.
It comes with a D6,
Yep.
which we use for the wormhole. A
Boom.
D12 here. Boom.
D12. I love D12s.
Yeah,
Look at that.
they're great.
And they love me.
So going into the cards, let's start with the smaller deck here.
Yeah.
These are the Geek Battle questions.
We don't want to go over those.
I don't want to spoil everything.
Yeah.
I want to do one.
We'll do 1.
Maybe 2.
Maybe.
Let's do 2. Let's
Yeah.
do 2. Okay.
do 2.
There's nothing else down there.
That's
Let's
the answer
start-
side. Don't start the answer
Oh
side.
my god, I'm sorry.
We're not going to quiz ourselves on camera because I don't want to embarrass
No, this is the
myself.
backside.
Yeah.
Oh, these are the answer cards.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah.
Why don't you go over what Geek Battle is while I look at these?
Yeah. Well,
Well, yeah,
we
or
got more stuff.
Get everything out of there, yeah.
I'm trying to. I don't think there's anything in the bottom here, but I'm trying to also be careful with this. Yeah, that's all there's in the box. But it's really well organized. I kind of like that. Also, it looks like a face. Geek Battle is pretty cool. So when you land on a Geek Battle space, get ready to get your geek on. Compete against another team to give correct answers to the Geek Battle challenge.
Yes.
Teams with more than 1 player must choose one to compete in the Geek Battle. So you're on your own. Decide which team you will challenge. Choose 1 player who is not answering questions to serve as the Geek Master, who will read the card and verify answers. The Geek Master reads the Geek Battle card challenge out loud, starting with the team whose turn it is. Each team alternates offering 1 answer. Geek Master checks to ensure each answer is listed on the back of the card. Answers do not need to match card order. When a team repeats an answer or offers an answer that is not on the back of the card, that team loses the Geek Battle. The winning team moves forward 5 spaces if the players give all the answers on the back of the Geek card, then the Geek Battle is a draw and neither team wins. Geek play continues with the team following the one that landed on the Geek Battle square.
So basically, there are 2 different decks.
Yes.
There's the first deck, which is just like Trivial Pursuit. We'll go over this in a second. But then there's also the Geek Battle deck. It has the explanation of what that, like the rules for the Geek Battle on the top, and then has that. It is a statement. So this one is name elements with single letter symbols on the periodic table. On the back side, we have all of the answers.
Yes.
So fluorine, oxygen, all those stuff, hydrogen. You keep going down the list, and just like how you said that you played the Geek Battle.
Gold is not one of.
No, it's not.
Gold is AU. What's up now, Evan?
AU. What's iron?
I don't remember.
FE.
FE. Yeah,
so
for
go
Ferris
down.
Metal, of course.
Name movies or television series spin-offs of Star Trek, the original series, and then it has the whole list down there. So these are the Geek Battle. Again, we don't want to spoil all of them. There's 2 examples, but we also have the regular cards.
Yes. These are when you land on the square.
Yeah.
You're going to read the corresponding card.
You're going to draw it. So let's say you land on a pink square, which is sci-fi and fantasy. Which legendary knight of the Round Table does not appear in Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Is it A, Sir Galahad, B, Sir Kay, C, Sir Lancelot, or D, Sir Bedivere?
I don't know, actually.
It's B.
Is it B? Bedivere?
B, Sir Kay. Yeah, so, I mean, you'll recognize this if you play. All right, I'm going to ask you a question. How about...
Wait, so I want to point this out real quick. There's
Yes.
125 of these cards
Yes.
and 50 Geek Battle cards. These cards actually have 4 questions on each.
Yes,
So
4 questions.
you do the math, that's 500.
There's a lot.
500
So even if we go through a couple, I mean, we're not going to spoil
hopefully.
too much. Choose a theme.
Let's do comics.
All right, comics,
and
video game. Okay, in the films, Iron Man's suit is powered by an arc reactor located where? A, Los Angeles, B, his chest, C, the suit's palms, or D, the shield helicarrier.
Let's go with the shield helicarrier located in his chest.
Yeah.
Come on, it's his chest.
Yeah, so there you go.
How was
I
that
mean,
even-
some of them are easy, some of them are hard, but that makes sense because, I mean, everyone has different levels when it comes to knowledge and geek fandom.
And I like a lot of these questions too because they, like for specifically, I know the comic book questions are going to probably have clues from the comic book movies.
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
Or, you know, just
So,
geek pop culture stuff.
A wide range of things, so it's a nice thematic game.
I want to ask you a question now.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm gonna get you. Let's see.
Well, hold on. I'd choose. Let's do science and technology.
Science and tech. If you go to a meeting with 5 other people and everyone exchanges business cards, how many cards will be passed out?
Oh, I see.
Ooh.
It'd be 36.
The answer is 30.
Dang it. Oh, I was including my. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 other people.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
It was. I was thinking 6 times 6, but then you had to subtract
You don't give
6.
yourself your
Yeah.
cards. Yeah, 6 times 6 would have been a good answer.
Whatever.
6. You keep your own. Anyway, that's part of the fun. I got my answer right. That's all that matters.
I'm losing already.
So basically, I win the Geek Battle right there on camera live. You guys saw it. I'm AdamHarry from Bowls. We're done. No, I was kidding. Let's hop out for a really quick recap. Well, that was Geek Battle.
Yeah.
I like it, man. Like I said at the start of this, I love stupid pub trivia games.
Yeah,
so.
it's a simple game.
It speaks to me too.
For anyone who does the Geeks Who Drink, it should be very familiar to them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a cool box, cool pieces. And yeah, there's not much else to it other than that.
If you like trivia games, like even if you're, not a gamer or anything like that, if you have a lot of geeky friends that may not be into games, this is perfect for them. Or if you just want to school your parents.
Sure, yeah, that's good.
So,
unless your dad is like, a D&D player back in the day.
That's true. If you were raised,
My dad plays more video games than I do.
My
so.
dad does too, actually. Yeah. Anyway, well, let's crunch the numbers on this one real quick. This is Geek Battle. Mm-hmm. What's the number of players on this one?
It is 3 and up because we talked about how you can have teams. So
ideally, you have at least 3 teams.
3 teams. 3 players or 3 teams.
3 teams.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you can have teams go on as big as you really want to, which brings us to the next question.
Yes.
What's the runtime?
Runtime varies. It totally depends on how many players there are, how long you want the game to be.
How much trivia you actually know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's totally varied. It doesn't even say on the box the recommended playtime because it's up to you guys.
Yeah, it's just gonna. I mean, there's a goal, there's an end point, but depending on how many people you have, it could really slow down.
Yeah.
Or if nobody knows the answers to questions, you're just gonna get stuck. So Don't cheat and look stuff up.
It is recommended ages 10 and up. There's not anything that's too adult.
Yeah, it's just trivia.
It is geeky trivia. Obviously, if you're 10, you might have a hard time with this, but
unless you're just I don't know,
a genius 10-year-old who's also a geek and nerd. But yeah,
what's the price point on this?
$19.95 is the price point, so it's not even too bad.
Either, so it's super cheap game in terms of price point, and you get a lot of cool stuff. I think you're gonna have a ton of fun with this one.
Just came out this last week too, so brand new.
Sweet. So go check it out. I'm AdamHarry from Bowls.
I'm Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks for watching.
Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.